Hi, Facebook. I said that I was gonna come back and tell you a little bit about myself, but I'm gonna do my makeup while I'm talking to you. I'm gonna do a full face makeup so that it takes up enough time for me to speak to you. Um, I don't even know where to start. Dang, I got fat during this pandemic, but still cute though. But okay, where's picture? I wanted to try out this new full coverage under eye. As you can see, lack of sleep doing my hair last night. Um, so I wanted to try this out. It's called Superstay 24 hours full coverage concealer, under eye concealer. And I wanted to try this Dream Urban cover. Now it's a little bit lighter than what I am, so but when I tried it on my hand, it kind of blended in, and my hand's a little darker than my face right now because been outside driving and stuff, so my hand got a little darker. Um, so I'm gonna start with telling you, I was born with sickle cell, and there's not a lot of people out there that knows about it. Like they starting to, but they're not really woke about it. And it's like one of, I say it's really a really bad disease. You could be 100%, like you could, you done did all you had to do. You did your 8 glasses of water a day, which I do a little bit more than that. I do about like 12, 13 glasses due to the fact that I have sickle cell, so I need to make sure I always stay hydrated, or else my eyes will turn yellow. And then and then I always had depression, but I've always fought it because, like, the freaking sickle cell just takes over everything. Like, it makes you, when you want something, you want it, you said I'm going to go out and get it, whether they say I can or I can't. The sickle cell will pop up like, bitch, sit your ass down. You're not doing nothing. I control this. You got to work around me. So these past 2 months I've been in and out the hospital, which is irregular because I've been doing so good that I've been able to stay out the hospital for a year, or stay out the hospital for 6 months. But for the past 2 months, I was in the hospital. I was in there for 10 days, then I was in there for 13 days. And when I tell you, it's horrible, it's horrible. Like, I was doing everything right. The last time I was just in there for 13 days, I was doing everything right. When I mean everything right, everything right. I was sitting there, I was drinking, taking my pills, you know. I even was working out a little bit. And out of nowhere, I go to sleep to take a nap. I took a 2 hour nap. It got woken up by my whole body in pain. Not woken up because I had to use the bathroom. Not woken up because somebody woke me up. I got woken up by pain. It was so horrible that it just knocked me out my sleep. And when I mean I couldn't move, I could not move. My whole body was just all types of messed up. So I know you see a bag over there. I'm leaving for like a week and some change. But yeah. So that's that. Oh, I just used the Flawless Brow for my brows or whatever, like, cause they can get really thick. Like, I have the genes where my eyebrows get really, really thick. Okay, so first thing I do is my eyebrows. And you know what's crazy? Because I put everything where I could just grab it, and now I can't find it. I usually use Revlon, the Revlon brow thing, but I ran out. I have not gotten a chance to go to the store. I will be going to the store when I leave. So right now, I'm using a regular eyeliner, which I cannot find. This is crazy. But so yeah, I have sickle cell anemia, and I tried to kill myself about like 3 times in my life. Twice was because of the sickle cell. I was what, like, I say 8 years old, and I was just tired. Like I couldn't do nothing. My mother never let me do anything because she was so sick I was gonna hurt myself or something. And then on top of that, mind you, she made sure I was comfortable in the house or whatever. Got every computer game I wanted. I got everything I wanted. My doll houses, my dolls. I had it all. But it still was like, I felt like I was missing out on something in the world. Like, so I tried to kill myself. And that whole seeing the white light thing, it is so true. It was completely pitch black outside when my parents was rushing me to the hospital. And I just seen this bright white light. Like, it was so bright. It was like you could see the white around it, and then you could see the yellow around it. I don't know what's beyond that light, but I know there is a light. And then I tried to kill myself again at 14 because when I was, how old was I? I went into a coma when I was 6 months. And they didn't know what was wrong with me. They told my mother to pull the plug and everything. I was in there for 3 years. They told my mother to pull the plug, and my grandpa wasn't having it. He told my mom not to. And thank God, because here I am. But come to find out, I had sickle cell and I had osteomyelitis, which is like, I guess it's like mucus in my legs that was stopping my blood flow. I don't know. So I yeah. So they rushed me when Dr. Richard Incona, best doctor ever. He walks right in and knew exactly what was wrong with me. Rushed me straight to surgery, and here I am. The only thing was whoever did the surgery messed up my growth plate. So one leg was growing longer than the other. So when I was 14, because I was wearing lifts, they had me wearing lifts when I was little. And then when I was 14, they wanted to do a leg lengthening. I cried. I sat on my stepfather and I cried. I was like, Daddy, I don't want to go in there. I don't want to go in through surgery. I don't want to. I'm scared. I cried to my mama. She told me it was the best thing for me. So I did it. I woke up in the middle of surgery too. But I didn't feel nothing. So I had rods in my leg that I had to turn a ½ inch every day. And when I mean, that was some painful stuff. It was so painful that I didn't want to exercise it out. So my leg kind of, I don't know if you could see, it kind of stuck like this. Like, it won't straighten all the way, it won't bend all the way. So I walk with a limp, basically. And I have scars on my legs because of surgery. So that made me very, very self-conscious. I never showed my legs. I never went to the beach with a bikini on without leggings on. I was so self-conscious. It was disgusting. Like, I just thought I was so self-conscious that I dated a fuckboy for 7 years. When I mean 7 years, I mean 7 years. And me knowing he was a fuck boy, I still was like, I'm not gonna get no better. Who's gonna want somebody with sickle cell? Who's gonna want to deal with that in and out the hospital? Who's gonna want to deal with um, people talking about the way I walk? Cause everywhere I go, like, people are like, "Oh, you pretty," this and the third. But then when I'm behind my back, they talking about, "Oh, look at her limp. She thinks she's somebody. Look at her limp." Like, my sister taught me, my older sister, she taught me to hold my head high. She told me to always hold it up and don't let nobody put it down. Even if I'm feeling down, I'm feeling like I want to cry, I'm feeling upset, hold my head up. Okay? You can act like a boss bitch and not feel like a boss bitch. And that's what I did. I always walked into wherever I went with like, I was the most confident person, the person with the most confidence in the room. That's how I walked in. And inside I was screaming, like, please, please don't talk about me. Please, I did not ask to be born this way. Please stop. And then that's where the depression came from. And then it got worse by me being with that fuckboy for 7 years. Cause he brought me down. Like I told you, my sister got me so confident in myself. Like, yeah, I didn't show my legs and everything, but I was so confident when I walked outside. Nobody knew nothing. Nobody knew I was crying on the inside because I was walking around like, what? I got this. I'm gorgeous. What? And then I met him. And then once I gave him the time of day, and I'm the only person that gave him the time of day that wasn't a gorilla looking bitch, a fat white female, no disrespect, a charcoal, ugly, Akuna Matata looking bitch. Like, I don't like talking about people, but he never had better than me. And I didn't see it. I thought I didn't deserve him. He was here. He dicked me down, right? He did everything for me. Except for love me. Except for be there for me when I was in the hospital. His excuse was, I don't do hospitals. But I got pregnant by somebody that was a friend with benefits. Because I didn't want no more relationships after him. So I told the person straight up, like, I don't want a relationship, but, get drunk, things happen, and I wound up pregnant. And when I lost the baby, he was there he took me to the hospital. He was there the whole time. He took care of me when I got back home, and we wasn't even in a relationship. So I knew there was better out there, and I knew I deserved better. And after that, it was over. Like, I'm not fucking with nobody that's not going benefit me, benefit where I'm going. Like I'm gonna benefit you because I strive hard to make the person that I'm with get on the next level. I want you at as high as you can be. And I want somebody to do the same for me. Like, I go hard for who I love. And I just think I deserve the same thing. Finally, I feel like I finally found the right one. You know, no relationship's perfect. But he shows me something that I've never had before. Like, and not for nothing, it's not hard to find a nigga better than the nigga I had, because he was just all the way a fuck boy. But that's a story for a different time. So on top of my sickle cell, I have severe depression. I have PTSD because that fuck boy, when I said I didn't want to be with him no more, when I said I didn't want to be with him no more, he got angry, pulled a gun out on me, and took advantage of me. And when I went to the cops, they said, because you dated him, there's nothing we can do. But if it was a white girl, I bet you there would have been a whole lot they can do. I'm just saying. Black Lives Matter. But, yeah, so I have PTSD because of that. And, like, every time I walk out the house at night, I'm looking over my shoulder, trying to see if he's there. Trying to see if he done really hit rock bottom. Because I feel like when he really hits rock bottom, he's going to come to me. And he's going to see that I'm happy. And he's going to want to take that happiness away from me. That's the type of person he is. If he can't be happy, nobody else can be happy. Right now, I heard that he moved out of state with his mom. And then when that doesn't work out, I'm a little scared. Because I know it's not going to work out. I've been there, done that. But as I was saying before, that person brought me down to my lowest, which increased my depression. Due to the fact, my sister said to me, I went down south, I moved with him down south for 2 years. And I came back up. I left when he wasn't there. I packed everything up and I just left. Like, I ran away. And because he was beating me every day down there, cheating on me, having babies on me. Like, he was doing the most. Cheating on me with the girl that lived downstairs from me. Me out in the streets fighting with her. Like, I didn't deserve that. I was so good to him. I made sure, even though he didn't have a job, I made sure when he came home from chilling with his friends, his food was made, his house was clean. Well, my house was clean, but you know, when I'm with somebody, what's mine is yours. So I made sure that his house was clean, or I should say our house was clean. I made sure that the car note was paid, because he wasn't doing nothing. I made sure that the car note was paid, the bills was paid, everything was done. We had food in the refrigerator. Like, why did I deserve all of that? Like, I'm busting my ass for us to live comfortably, and you out here doing the most. So I got even lower. Like, damn, like, is this what I deserve? I must deserve this. I must have did something really wrong in my life to deserve this. When I ran back up here, like, I don't know, if you go on my Facebook and you look, it's Monique Simmons. If you go on my Facebook, I'll drop the Facebook link down below. But if you was to go on my Facebook and look, My hair was like there, like it was just hanging beautiful. It was hair curly. Like when I curled it up, it was still hanging in here, and it was just gorgeous. Like I had edges and everything. My edges is finally coming back because I got a good one. But no, so he pulled out my hair a lot out there. I got stressed out. Lost my baby at 14 weeks. Um, had multiple miscarriages with him. He was so abusive. And he would beat me just because I found out that he was doing something wrong. Like eventually I got tired of it and fought back, but when you fight back, the hits get harder. But yeah. So yeah, I'm just doing this. I don't really got much lighting or my mirror, but yeah. So like I worked my butt off so hard that I got so sick, and the doctor was like, "Look, you gotta stop. You gotta stop. You gotta relax. You gotta chill out. Like you shouldn't even be working." But I hate people telling me what I can and cannot do. I know it's crazy to think like that, but I just hate it. Like, oh, you tell me I can never, I will never be nothing. I will never graduate high school. I will never go to college. This is what I heard. And because I'm always sick and in the hospital, I'm always missing this and missing that and everything, so I might not be able to. I did drop out of high school due to the fact that I had to repeat 12th grade because I didn't do gym. I'm in a wheelchair most of the time. How the fuck am I doing gym? So I was like, nah, fuck this. I'll go get my GED. And I went right after I dropped out of high school, went straight and got my GED. And the teacher that was teaching us was like, you shouldn't even be here. You should just go get the test done. You don't even need to learn nothing. And I got it done and I passed. Then after that, I went to Briarcliff College and I got my associates and my bachelor's. Then I wanted to go to Toro College, but with getting my associates and my bachelor's, my student loans is crazy. So that didn't work out. So after I did all of that, I went and got a job as a pharmacy tech. It's the only job I can get. The police academy wasn't taking me because of my sickness, my condition, and I didn't want to be a security guard. I wanted to do probation and parole, but that was hard to get into for some reason. I don't know. It's hard to get a job in the field you study for, so I became a pharmacy tech. And I was busting my ass. I was doing hours. Like I would come home, go to sleep, wake back up, go to work. Like, it was no time for me to just sit and relax. Even on my days off, I had to go to the hospital. I had doctor's appointments. It was crazy. Like, I had to schedule all my appointments and around. And me, when I'm feeling some type of way, when my body is like pounding, but before it gets to the point where I can't take it, I gotta go and get a blood transfusion, or I gotta go and get IV fluids. So that I had to do on a regular while I was working. I still do it now, but it's not as much because I'm not overexerting my body. So I told this man that I'm with now. I'm like, are you ready for this? Like, you sure you ready for this? Like, the constant in the hospital all the time. The chance that I might not be able to hold the baby. The the chance that this is okay, this is NYX eyeshadow base, and this is the Eco Tools angled liner. I know it's for your eyeliner, but I use it for this because it's easier to put it on. So I definitely asked him. He claimed he ready. We'll see though. And you know what he told me when it came down to the baby situation? He was like, look, God said you wasn't meant to have a baby by that nigga. He wanted to give you what you wanted, but he didn't want you to have to lose yourself with somebody like that. He was like, he wants you to be with somebody that's going to be there with you to help you take care of your kids when you can't take care of yourself. So he's not worried about the whole baby situation. It made me smile because, now that I found God, I believe that too. But we'll see. I'm sitting here binge watching Star all over again. Like, I really love this show. Like, I hope they come out with another season. Like, Star is so everything right now. I'm using Maybelline Lemonade Craze. So, but I really feel like people need to stay woke when it comes down to the whole sickle cell and depression thing. Like, people are starting to get woke about depression because a lot of people are dying because of it. Like, that's a really serious, I would say, disease, because it's taking a lot of people away from their loved ones. It makes you feel like you're standing at the BET Hip Hop Awards or the Grammys, and you're screaming at the top of your lungs and nobody hears you. Like, music's off, nobody's talking, you screaming at the top of your lungs and nobody still hears you. It's like you're invisible. It's like the worst feeling ever. Try not to be like this, but it's like, I the person that I am, like, I'm far from dumb. Like, I was a straight A student in high school, and it's just like, what do I gotta show for it? I ain't got nothing to show for it. Nothing at all. And it hurts because I said to myself, I'm not gonna let the sickle cell hold me back. I'm not gonna let it run me. And that's exactly what it's doing. And I can't stop it. Like, I feel like I'm doing good. I'm holding it back. I'm doing everything I need to do. Taking all my hydroxyurea, which is the number one sickle cell pain medicine. I'm taking my hydroxyurea. I'm taking my folic acid. I'm drinking mad water. As a matter of fact, I need a bottle of water right now because my back is hurting. But I'm drinking mad water and everything, and it's like, what the hell you think you doing? Like, I don't care what you do. I'm here, and I'm gonna let you know I'm here. Just stay woke, people. Stay mindful of people that have this disease, because y'all think, like, my my what do you call her, boss, when I was working as a beauty consultant, she was just like, oh, I'm like, it was just one day, I'm like, I gotta go home, my body's hurting, I don't want to be in here if it really gets to the point where I'm screaming at the top of my lungs. Nobody wants to see that, and I don't want to see that. Like, when I was going to college, I know I'm really skipping the subject, but I just had to throw this out there. When I was going to college, I was doing mad good, and then I was sitting in class one day, and I felt it coming, and I'm trying to ignore it. I'm drinking my water, trying to ignore it, and then it just was like, I felt the tears coming. Like, when you could feel the tears, you trying to hold back, you're not trying to cry, but you feel them building up because the pain's so bad. So I said to the teacher, I said, I gotta go to the bathroom. So I went to the bathroom, trying to stretch myself out, rub my back a little bit, trying to do something. It wasn't working. So I went to the car and I laid down in the car. I called one of my friends, one of my classmates, and I told him to tell the teacher I wasn't going to be able to come back or whatever. I was going home. And I went to go put the car in reverse, and the pain shot from my lower back down to my right leg. And I said, oh no, I can't do this. I just laid there crying, like crying. One of the workers outside seen me, and they went inside and told somebody, and they came out to check on me, and then they called the ambulance, and I had to call my brother to go pick up my car. It was just horrible. And it only happened one time, but it really sneaks up on you, and you have no, like, I'm trying to warn this lady, like, look, it's coming. Like, nah, for real, like, it's coming. Like, I'm not even going home when I leave here. I'm going straight to the hospital. Like, it's coming. She like, oh, you always talking about your sickness. Nobody really cares. I got diabetes. You don't see me acting like that. Bitch, what? Diabetes? Are you serious? You serious? Lord, if I didn't need that job. But I left and went to the hospital, got a doctor's note or whatever. I was in there for 5 days because I was having a severe sickle cell crisis. And she felt real stupid. Like, I don't just make this shit up. Trust me, I wish I was like everybody else. I wish I could go and chill and drink and smoke. And that's one thing that I did too. I was like, I'm not gonna let the sickle cell beat me. I'm gonna do everything my cousins and my sisters doing. I'm gonna be just like everybody else. Like, this is not gonna hold me back. I was so dumb. That I could say I was dumb over. Because this sickle cell is no joke, and for me to be playing around with it like that, it's not cute at all. But yeah, so like, y'all just be mindful that this is really something. Like, it's not a game, it's not a joke. Yeah, you don't hear about it as much as you hear about everything else, but it's just like everything else, but 10 times worse. Like, yeah, like I told my ex, the fuck boy, I was like, we gonna have to start using condoms. Like, we using condoms. He was like, I want to get you pregnant, this, that, and the third. I'm like, I want to be pregnant too, but we gonna use condoms. Because at the end of the day, you out here fucking Tom, Dick, and Harry. And with me having sickle cell, I do not need HIV on top of that. I do not need no other disease on top of that. Fucking with him was like playing Russian roulette with my life. And I thank God every day that all I have to worry about, well, is disease-wise, is sickle cell. Yeah, I still got depression, I got anxiety, I got PTSD, I got asthma, I got a lot of other stuff, but it's not something that is gonna make my life shorter than what it is, unless I allow it to make it shorter. You know? So I just did basically a new thing. I used this for the top, the old fashioned. I used the old fashioned for the top. The middle, I use the sweet tea. Then I use the citrus for mostly half of the outside. Yeah, the outside of my eyelid. And then I use this one for my eyelid, half of my eyelid, and this one for the other part towards the inner side of my eyelid. Sorry, I'm talking and not describing. Y'all probably like, what is this? What is she putting on her? Like, what is going on? Okay, so now I'm gonna use, where is it? I just had it. Okay, I'm gonna use number 7 Airbrush Away Pore Minimizing Primer. See, this is the thing. When people put a lot of makeup on their face, I don't, like I told you before, I barely wear makeup. If you watch my videos, a lot of them don't have me with no makeup on. I barely wear makeup because I feel like I don't want to clog my pores up, for one. And for two, I don't need to impress nobody. I think I'm cute the way I am. And the only reason why I do this sometimes is because when I'm feeling depressed, I like to get dressed up, even if I'm just walking to the mailbox or walking to the corner store. I like to get dressed up and, you know, and just stunt on myself. Like, you think you cute? I should. I'm actually cute. I don't ever, though. I'll throw in some eyeliner, some eyeshadow, do my eyebrows, and throw on some lashes, and then I'm done. I don't ever really wear full makeup. I used to always wear full makeup for my job. I don't usually do it, but I'm gonna do it here and there just to show y'all how I do it. But it's not something I do a lot of. Like, I feel like I got beautiful skin. I don't want no pores. So it's time for this. And this. So I started to blog just to, express my feelings and what's going on, but I got stopped short with this pandemic or whatever, and my depression just went way up the roof. Like, it just went so, how can I say it, so bad that all I wanted to do was cuddle up in my covers and stay there forever. Now, I'm not too fond of this under eye thing. Oh, this is NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop concealer. A lot of guys told me too, like, stop putting on makeup, you don't need it. Like, you could keep the eyeshadow or whatever, but don't do this, don't do that. Look, I could do whatever I want to do. Stop telling me what I can't do. That's not gonna make me do what you want me to do at the end of the day. Yes, I know I don't need it, but a lot of females don't need it and they put it on. Like, I watch a lot of videos where there are females that do not need it at all. Yeah, there are some that need a whole, huh? Hmm. But yeah, I don't know. So now we're doing the foundation. Where is my brush? I just want to brush this a little bit more. I don't really like this, but let's see how it looks with the Where's my Adios míos. Come on. I guess I'm just gonna use this. Now this is very light. I don't usually go this light, especially during the summer. But I wanted to try this, and this is the darkest they had. Y'all not want to know what just happened. Y'all see? I cut some concealer on. It's not coming off. Son of a gun. I'll get it together. Well, I just changed my outfit. See how light this is? No, no, no. I love my dark skin. Black Lives Matter. Hell no. Alright, we're gonna have to do something about this. I'm about to just be no cover up at all. That is a no-go. Gonna talk about urban. Urban wear. Darkest color they had. Look at me. I look like Donald Trump. Come on, guys. We have to get this off my face. For real, for real. See, I don't even have my makeup remover. I gotta go to the store for that too. I look all the way crazy right now. See, I'm even running out of my face wash. I eat this damn near every day. This face wash here, I'm telling you. No, no, honey. He is not doing this. I gotta be careful. Not to fuck up everything else. I know I didn't like that under eye thing, so I shouldn't even try this. Alright. I'm gonna try this now. This is a little wet. It's sweet. See, now that's better. I know you're like, that's making you more darker. But Black Lives Matter. Sure not. Guys, I'm thinking about not just doing none of this. I can never find a foundation my color. Might just use the Can't Stop Won't Stop concealer under my eyes and call it a day. But look at this, it looks so fake. Like it's matte. I hate matte. Look at the difference. Sorry, you guys, I'm not doing my full face today. I know you're like, damn, bitch. Took you an hour to figure out you're not doing a full face. This wasn't the point of me doing the makeup. It was the point of me talking to you about me. So that's just what it is. Look at it if that's what you like. I ain't about that life. See, I want you something I can't. I know anything. Anything I want, anything I need, I'm able. As far as what I bring it to the table, I bring me. Get my about my full heart. Looking for another like me. What's up? Alright, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do my lashes. OMG. I just got makeup on my brand new blanket set. I'm just pissed off now. Now I'm really pissed off. Just a little bit, not gonna be about us, not gonna make no fuss. I get it if that's what you like, but I ain't about that life. See, I want you so much. I just can't see I usually wear my lily lashes because they like pop, but trying something different. Today's about trying something different. I don't know. I have this much of a hard time with my lily lashes. Like for real, for real. Alright, these gotta go. This is not what I like. Back to my lily lashes. I got these lily lashes from Sephora, and they've been everything. Like, I gotta go back and get some more. See? See what I got, that more volume, that more that oomph. I didn't even have to cut these. I'm gonna put some Vichy on my face because it looks really red due to me scrubbing that black ass Maybelline off. Urban my ass. See, this is my fault because I gave away all of my foundation and not realizing that I should just, show full face makeup here and there. And now all I got is this matte shit that I do not like. And that mess. Hot mess. Bring me, get my bama, go hard. Look up on the like me. Bring me. This touch is the reddest, this kiss is the nicest. Bad bitch, that's me, bad bitch. My pastor will go crazy, hear me curse like this. instead of lipstick, I'm just gonna go with the lip gloss. My lip gloss. I love my lips. I'm a lip girl too. That's the first thing I look at when I look at somebody is their lips. They gotta match well with mine. Okie dokie. Now, throw some. Where's my Vichy? Oh, I got this too. I should have used this. This is excellent on my skin. But like I said, I get darker during the summer, so I gotta get me something darker, something that'll work. Oh, and this is my Vichy Mineral 89. Makes my skin feel like flawless. So, look at that. Redness wear. Y'all gotta feel how this feel though. I scrub my skin hard. To get that shit off. That's my fact. I think I feel some still. Okay. You see how red it get when I scrub it like that? I got very, very sensitive skin. That's probably one of the main reasons I don't wear foundation like that. Okay, now I'm gonna done my hair. I made bowls for what I'm bringing to the table. I bring me. Get my belt, my go hard, looking for another like me. What's up? I bring me. Stuff is the tightest, kisses the nicest. This touch is the brightest. Bad bitch, that's me. Bad bitch. Me, bitch. Not me. What you get is what you see. 'Cause I bring. Who you thought that I was? Someone that not gonna be about us. Not gonna make no fuss. Not gonna be about us. I get it if that's what you like. But I ain't about that life. See, I can't do something. I want to do something I can't let it be. You can laugh at me. Nothing wrong. Nothing need. Yep.
You getting picked up or are you taking your card?
I don't know yet.
If you leave your card, do you care if I use it while you're not here?
I don't care.
Look at you. You're putting it all the way through?
Huh?
You're putting it all the way through? Huh? You know what time you leave it?
Not yet.
Oh, okay.
See, I got these last time when I did my big braids. Like I wanted to try it out again because I don't like big braids. I don't like how they look on anybody. But I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna spend 2 days braiding my hair, so I'm gonna try it. What?
Did you say Wednesday that your
I'm busy right now. Hold on.
That
I'm busy right now. So yeah. So I got these again because it looked really nice when I had the smaller ones on. But I don't know. I mean, when I had the big ones on. But I don't know how it's gonna be with the small braids because, like, it's literally.
You mean say you don't have $5 in food stamps or anything that he could use? What are you doing?
I was telling us to use something.
Sitting here. Sitting here trying to make these go around the small ones, and it is very complicated. Look at it if that's what you like. I ain't about that life. Let's see. See, look, I'm trying to. It's falling off. Braids are so small. They're not micro braids, but they're small. This is how I like it. I can manage it. I could really put it up and not have a struggle. Like, it's crazy when I have to struggle to put this thing up. I'm all hot. Get it if that's what you like. I ain't about that life.
Auntie, why are you packing?
Told you I'm going away for a week or two.
With who? Your boyfriend?
Mm-hmm.
So when did you first talk to your boyfriend? So you're not going to be on the January 11th birthday party?
No, I'm coming to birthday party.
So that's why you got all dressed up fast.
I don't know. I'm about to change this. I done messed it up. Ow. I done messed it up with makeup. So I gotta change it to something
Why she
else.
on January 11th?
Alright, baby. I'm gonna give y'all kisses before I leave.
Okay. Wait, you gonna be back on August? You're gonna be back on August?
I'm not going for a month. I'll be back.
Make a video how to do your hair?
No. I was just talking to these people about me. Describing who I is. Touch is the virus. That bitch, this ain't that bitch. Can't match. That bitch, not me. Alright, you guys. I'm gonna end this kind of very long video. But if you have any questions, I would just leave your comments below. And I'll answer whatever I can. Stay woke about sickle cell and depression. Watch your family members. Make sure that, they're okay. Because that's all we need sometimes is to know that people care. Like, people will think, oh, they know how I feel about them. They might know, but sometimes they need to hear it, you know? So, I'm off this.
I
Bye.
thought Uncle Josh was coming here.
Bye.